Want to hear a funny tarot reading story that came true 20 years later? Watch this video.
I'm Heather.
And I'm David.
From ZenRoseGarden.
.com, home of Zen Ed Academy. And
we're going to get into that right now.
Do you remember your first tarot reading?
I do. Okay. I do. I guess it's my turn. So I was 12 years old, and I was at my friend Gina's house after school one day, and she had one of those really cool upstairs rooms with a big bay window, almost like your own private suite.
Like in the movies?
Yeah, she was one of those rocker witchy girls.
Oh, you mean like with really black hair? You know your mom wouldn't want you to be friends with.
No, yeah, you're right. Especially if she knew that this girl had a pack of tarot cards just lying about in plain sight.
Wow.
And not in a sock drawer, like some 12-year-old boy's Victoria's Secret catalog he stole from his mom, which she did.
What?
Not the Victoria's. She had the tarot cards sitting out in plain sight.
Oh, so you're talking about Victoria's Secret? I think you mean Playboy?
You know what I mean? So I don't know. Anyway, Gina had been reading cards since she was like 3 years old, right? And she wanted to give me a reading. I was like, oh my gosh. She was acting like it was no big deal. Did it every day. But I was somewhere between, wow, this is so cool.
Act cool, be cool.
And what if my mom finds out? And what if Satan lives in this girl's closet?
And takes you down to hell right after the reading.
Okay, so yeah, that was inside. Okay, that was my inside voice. My outside was like, yeah, okay, let's do it. So she gave me a reading that day. I will never forget. It was because it was my first one. Nobody forgets their first. It was the full Monty. It was a Celtic cross and everything that now I know how to do, right? Mm-hmm. Not just some teenage girl practical magic kind of thing. And then she told me this really crazy thing. She said, you and I will meet in the desert when we are grown up. I see 2 children with you, which I have 2 kids. Mm-hmm. I'm getting the name Scott. Maybe Scott will be your husband. It's like she went into that, And I was 12 and hormonal. We both were. And so, of course, the next question I had was, is he a fox?
Because that's what Gen Xers said in the 80s, not Fox News. Whole different animal.
Yeah, so that's just for you millennial translation. Was he a fox? And then that was all over, like, for the day. We went down the rabbit hole about our boyfriends and how they would look like Robert Plant or Eddie Van Halen, and that was the end of that. Because back in the day, rocker chicks, we knew that Boy George was gay back then. It's all those club girls that were kind of hoping he wasn't.
Fast forward years later, and I mean a lot of years later. Okay, maybe just a few.
Right. So I took the kids to Death Valley, a few years later, and it was the year that it rained really, really hard, and the desert was full of wildflowers. So we had just finished the Scotty's Castle tour, Scotty, right? Mm-hmm. And we were sitting on a fountain afterwards, and this woman kind of walks up to us and said, hey, remember me? And you guessed it, it was Gina. Right? Mm-hmm. And we had a good laugh about meeting with Scott in the desert with my 2 kids. It was just a silly, silly, silly thing.
Yeah, but wasn't your ex-husband's name Todd?
No, Scotty's Castle. Scott was the Scotty in Scotty's Castle.
Oh.
Scott.
So...
It was just kind of a future flash fun moment. Nothing crazy and earth-shattering, just silly. If you guys have some silly tarot story like that, let us know in the comments. We would love to hear your wackadoodle stories.
So basically, you didn't get beamed up by Scotty in the desert.
Well, you're on a whole different storyline right now.
Yes. So since you guys watched this far, be sure to check out the goodies that we've got for you. Yes. The link is in the description below if you liked this video.
Hit that like button.
If you want to see more videos like this,
be sure to subscribe.
And spank the bell to turn notifications on.
So you're the first to know
when we drop a new video.
Or go live.
And now it's time to check out these videos right here.